TVASia Telugu ప్రేక్షకులందరికీ hello and welcome back to yet another fabulous episode of our talk show with experts. మనతో ఉన్న మన immigration expert Rahul Reddy garu. Rahul garu, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thanks for inviting me.
And call our expert Rahul garu at 1-833-882-8872. The number again is 1-833-882-8872. Watch us on Yup TV, Facebook, YouTube, Sling TV, World BB TV and Dish Network. All right, coming to the topic for today, Rahul garu, we're talking about the promise of E-2 visas for Indians in American trade talks. Now, Rahul garu, can we start with what is this E-2 visa? Do we even get it? Why are we not getting it if we're supposed to in the first place? Give us some history behind this, please. So.
E-visa is called as Treaty Trader Investment Visa, though. So only the countries that have a business treaty with United States under certain conditions are allowed to get the e-visa. So for example, if a particular country makes a business treaty with United States and they put that provision that the people who wants to invest in United States can travel and can work in United States, they can be considered to be those countries will be considered to be the treaty trader countries. For example, Argentina signed some treaty somewhere in 1853, I don't know, whatever that, not 1853, somewhere around 1888 or something like that. So it has been continuing for centuries though. So people from Argentina can come here and they can invest into United States. For example, if an Argentinian citizen wants to buy a restaurant, let's say a small restaurant with about 5 or 6 employees, or wants to buy a gasoline station, they can buy a gasoline station and they can work in the gas station or in the restaurant as a manager. They can work, and their spouse also gets a visa. It's called E2 family visa, and they get the work permit too. They get the work permit too. Now they can do anything they want to. The dependent can do anything they want to. These people, the E2 visa people also, the primary job should be that particular restaurant, but they can do other jobs on the side so if they want to. So this is called treaty trader visa. So unfortunately, India does not have a treaty with United States. So, recently, Piyush Goyal, our minister from India, is trying to get a treaty between United States and India in some particular categories. Not only that, he wants that e-visa to be given to the Indian nationals. So, according to him, that the bilateral relationship between India and US have improved a lot because of the F1 students flowing into the United States, H1s coming into the United States, and it's going to enhance more if Indians would also be eligible for e-visa. Now, so for simple example of it, the countries that are eligible for e-visas, our neighboring countries, India's neighboring countries, for example, Pakistan is eligible for e-visa. Now, Sri Lanka is eligible for e-visa. Now, Bangladesh, which came into existing in 1971, before that Bangladesh never existed, even Bangladesh is also a e-visa eligible right now. So practically only Indians are not eligible in e-visa in our areas. So particularly if this treaty between India and United States goes through, we can see a good number of entrepreneurs from India coming and taking advantage of this e-visa and also investing in United States. Now, investment cannot be it has to be a investment it doesn't have to be significant enough, but it must be to an area where the person not only supports his family, but also would be able to generate some extra income in United States. For example, if when you go to the mall, you see some small vendors, right? In the mall, not the big vendors, but the small vendors. They'll smell a jewelry, or they'll sell a mobile phone or covers or something like that. Not mobile phone, but covers or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, that may not be considered because it's not good enough just not only support his family, but create an extra thing. But a typical gas stations that we see, especially in Atlanta, everywhere else, The other reason I say Atlanta is my brother-in-law owns some couple of gas stations there. Those people will be eligible for those people will be eligible for the e-visas though. So people from India can just directly buy a gas station here in United States, get an e-visa. So definitely we can see a lot of people coming into United States, investing in places, in businesses and getting the work visas called e-visa. E-visa will be given for a 2-year period, and it can be perpetually extended. That means every time you can keep on extending it E2. And there is no end limit for it though. You can do however amount of things. However, one problem with the e-visa is that you cannot get a green card through e-visa. You have to find other sources to get the green cards. You can come, invest, stay, work in United States for however long, raise family here, but when it comes to the issue of the green card, there is no green card from e-visa. There are some alternatives that they have to discuss with the lawyer, but in general, e-visa doesn't allow green card.
Very interesting, sir. Now, when you're talking about like investing in businesses as such, does it have to be like sort of like a tangible business place, or can it be like, oh, I just wanted to set up an LLC for myself, and I'm going to be working as a software engineer?
That's just a self-employment that he is doing, is it right? It has to be an investment though. Typically, I would say an investment of 100,000 would be easily a viable thing. But if the person just starts an LLC and then he just works as a software engineer, then it will be considered as self-employment. He is not investing anything into United States, which is not promoting any investment in United States. So that particular example that you have given is not good. It's not going to be sufficient to get an E2 visa. But because if it's... I can
see the wheels turning for a lot of our
software
You're brothers here, that can I just do this? Can I just set up an LLC and, come here on an E2 visa? Maybe green card is not thing,
that's not. But let's say, for example, if wife and husband are there, wife can be a restaurant manager, owning a small restaurant, and the husband can actually work as a software guy though.
Right. That makes sense.
Or vice versa.
Is there any minimal sort of education qualification required or anything of that sort?
Good question. No, there is no education qualification required. What if the guy is 10th failed person, Anguta Chap? Can he be eligible for this one? Absolutely they can. And I will tell you some of the other restrictions that are not there. For example, for L visa though, the restriction is that he must have worked for that company previously before coming into the United States. That restriction is not there here too. Not there. In H1B, the person must have a specific degree and they have to go through the lottery and the position must require a specific degree. No, the e-visa does not have to require any of those things.
Also, if they're, say, investing in a pre-existing business, do they have to be an active partner participant, or can they be passive?
Good question you've said, Andy, that can you invest in an existing business? Now, in the EB-5, though, it has to be new business, employment-based 5 green card application I'm speaking about. But when it comes to the e-visa, though, it can be an existing business they can invest in. But the person who's investing should be having more than 51%, the 51% of the investment. There are some exceptions that are there. So, for example, a gas station in Houston is there. And let's say, for example, there's already an owner there. And now somebody else is coming and investing it. They can invest and make it 51% owner. And the existing owner can become 41%. And then this person must also, the person who's investing must also be involved in the management of the company, though. It's not that he just invests and then he does whatever he wants to. He must be involved in the management and working as a manager. So then it will be given for him for the e-visa.
Makes sense. And I'm seeing an interesting question come in. This is from Nagi and says, can I invest 100K in stocks and get an E2 visa?
No, because there is no investment as such in it. It's just housing, stocks. It's not creating any employment for anybody in the United States. So that doesn't qualify for e-visa. But if the same 100,000 can be invested into if the same 100,000 can be invested in a gas station, restaurant, subway restaurant, or any kind of those things, should be able to get the e-visa. Now, at this point of time, this is in the talks right now. There is no official publication we ever got from anybody. Normally the things that leak properly in immigration, when I say leak proper information from immigration, always comes from Forbes magazine. Okay. And I have seen that and Forbes magazine did publish an article that there is a possibility that Indians may get an e-visa, and there are discussions going on. There is another news channel called WOIN. It seems to be Indian based. They said, yeah, they're not doing it, is what they said. That's what US is not accepting the Indians' agreement with having an e-visa, is what that news channel has published it. But Forbes recently, 1 week ago, said that there is a very good likelihood that Indians are going to be eligible for e-visa. There is a treaty that is getting worked out between India and United States that covers many things though. And e-visa is one of the things that they are considering. Recently, India signed an agreement of $100 billion investment in the target in the next 15 years that is coming from Norway and Switzerland and one other small country though. So they just signed, just 2 days ago, they signed a treaty. Hopefully so, they're going to sign a treaty with the United States. We have a very good relationship. In fact, a good amount of our trade, almost $100 billion trade, happens between India and in the United States. So hopefully so, we will end up and we'll have the e-visa provision here.
Got it. And sir, I have 2 questions. One is, when we are on an e-visa, at some point, if we want to, can we convert to an H1?
You can absolutely convert into H1.
Okay. And the second thing is, say, the business that you're trying to run or you've invested in over here and working fails, then what happens?
Well, you have to leave the country.
Okay.
Or you can change to other visa statuses you're eligible for.
Or can we change to another business also? Is that
absolutely you can. It doesn't have to be let's say, for example, somebody buys a gas station and then they said, no, this is not running very good. And can he open a restaurant instead of sell the gas station? Absolutely. They can.
Okay. Okay, great. And also, while they are in an e-visa like this, can they, if they would like to study, can they also go to school?
Absolutely, they can.
Okay, great. Because I know that, some people who are finding that maybe F1 is taking a very long time to,
get the work permit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and having a work permit and stuff like that. So this might be a good option for them. Thank you so much, Rahul Garu, for that information. Fingers crossed, everybody start doing your pujas and everything and hope that this thing comes through, vratam petkondi andaru E-2 visa ravalani. So that way, we'll have a great shot at this, because at least for those who want to come and work here, but maybe not, are chasing the dream of a green card or a citizenship, can at least still come and, invest in a business and potentially make good money and, go back when they choose to. All right. On that note, let's take our first caller for the day. Okay. Caller with number ending in 7383. 7383. We're ready for you. Hello?
Hi. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. Hi. Thanks for calling, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Rahul Garu and Nitya Garu, for your support. I have a couple of questions. I have H1B visa and GC EAD, and I never used the GC EAD before. And I want to use the GC EAD, and then after, whenever I need, can I go back to H1B visa later?
Absolutely, you can. You can.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, you start using, let's say you start using the EAD. Okay. Let's say your EAD in advance program is valid until 2029. You started using EAD, working a different job than this one. And then later on you want to do the H1B. the new company has to file a H1B. You'll have to go to India and get the H1B stamping. That's the only condition. But can you do it? Absolutely, you can.
Okay, I can't change the H1B within the US?
Within United States, you cannot.
Okay, got you. And I have another question. Right now, I'm using the H1B visa. I'm not using GCEAD. The question is, which purpose, like, what kind of purpose I can use the GCEAD? Like, if I go to my driving license is expiring, so can I use the GCEAD as a supporting document for driving license?
You can. You can.
But
you can, but it doesn't get you married to the visa. It doesn't get you married to the EAD at this point of time. It's not like you are on EAD just because you use it for driving license. When would you be practically using this? For example, if your H1B is expiring in April of 2024 and you don't extend it, then you are an H1B. Let's say, for example, you have a H1B with company A and now you started working for company B in addition to company A. That means that you're using EAD. Let's say your H1B is from Florida, and then now you start working in Dallas without an amendment for H1B. That means that you have used EAD.
Okay. Since you brought this point, so
why are you still on H1? I guess
this generation is different.
Because
they want to feed us.
No, no, not fear actually. Yeah, because when I filed 485, my family is not in US, so they are in India. So, if I use the GCEAD,
I agree with you.
H4.
I agree with you.
So that's the reason I'm not using.
I agree with you.
So
yeah, since
you're given an exception this time because you have a very valid reason. But yeah, 90% of the people who call do have the EAD and are really hesitant to use it. So I'm like, that's your golden ticket.
Yeah, there is no. Yeah, but I'm happy if I happy like I got the GCEAD, but there is no use of right now because you know the reason.
I got the point.
Yeah, that's another.
Got it.
Sure.
Hopefully you can bring your family here soon, sir. All the very best. Thank you so much for calling us.
We'll go to the next person. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next caller. All right, Rahul, there's one question I'm seeing.
Another last question.
Sorry,
I have
sir?
one other last question. Can I use the GCEAD for to enter to the US instead of using the H1B? Though I'm using the H1B, can I use that GCEAD in the port of entry?
You mean to say advanced parole?
Advanced parole, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you have an advanced parole, if you entered, you technically still have not using the EAD. You can enter, absolutely.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that you use EAD, okay? You're still an H1B, even though you entered an advanced parole.
Yeah.
We'll go to the next person. Andy.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much, Andy.
All right, let's take our next caller, and I have a question for you, Rahul. This is from Anuj. Says, I'm on an H1 approved I-140. For personal reasons, would like to visit India for 2 years. What is the process of coming back? And what happens to my H1 if I leave the country as my current employer would revoke it?
Even if the employer revokes the I-140 and H1B, assuming that the I-140 is revoked after 6 months, it's been approved. This gentleman, Arun, can come back into United States on a H1B, and the new company has to file a H1B. He will have to go to the H1B stamping and then come. He will not have to go through the lottery system. He will not have to go through the lottery system. And is it 2 years, 10 years? I simply say it's 90 years because I don't expect our audiences to be living longer than 90 years from now. And even if they are going to come and question me, I won't be there. So up to 90 years, you can use that H1B since you have an I-140. All you need is H1B stamping, H1B application by a new employer.
Okay, thank you, sir. And let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 5541. 5541, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hey, hi, Rahul. Hi, J.
Hi.
So I have a question. So recently I got, thank you. Yeah, I got approved extension, 7th year extension till September 18th this year. And my wife is in India. So, and we got the visa slots as well. So my question is regarding the EAD. I mean, like, what is the best time and when I can apply for EAD for me and my wife?
Wait, she's applying for H1, H4 there, is right?
Right. She already applied H4 and she's already submitted Dropbox for visa.
Right. So what kind of EAD you are speaking about for you and your wife?
I mean, like, for my wife, I want to apply EAD once she comes here. So
I'm assuming that you have
for
the
employment.
I-140, you have an I-140 approval, is
Yeah,
right?
I-140 is approved. Yeah, I-140 is approved.
What is your priority date?
Priority date September 15th, 2022.
September 15th, 2022. Okay. The day she lands into the country, though, you can apply for the EAD. But she cannot apply before. She has to apply only after coming into the United States.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
here is one of the...
me?
You won't get any EAD right now. Your priority date is not current. Unless, are you from India or a different country?
I'm right now in USA, India. I'm like citizen.
No, you're an Indian, is right?
Indian citizen.
So, no, you can't, you are not eligible for I-140 right now. Sorry.
EAD, you meant to say?
EAD, yeah. You're not eligible for EAD. Sorry. You're not eligible for EAD.
Okay.
Okay?
And my wife I can apply once she comes back. And you were saying one point. What is that?
The other thing is that when you apply for the H1B extension, you should apply for her H4 and EAD together along with the H1B. Even though she enters, let's say she enters in March or April though, she applies for the EAD. I want you to apply again when you apply for the H1B extension. Okay?
Okay. Then I need to apply my extension first. And then after I get that approval notice, I can apply for H1.
No,
H4
sir.
extension
No, sir.
Along with the...
Wrong idea. Apply H1B, H4 and EAD together. Okay?
Yeah, H4 extension and EAD for my wife, I'll apply together. But is it only after I apply my extension or before?
Listen to me. At the same time, you apply H1B, H4 and EAD together, not separately. Okay?
Oh, actually, my company is going to apply me and they are not going to apply for my wife H4 extension. So
check with them again.
Separately.
Yeah, then you apply for H4 plus EAD together. Check with them why they won't do it. That's a bad idea for they not clubbing it together. Check with them if you can pay for the H4 and EAD. And if not, then you have to apply separately.
They clearly have a policy.
Okay, that's fine. If not, then you have to apply separately. Okay, we'll go to the next person.
So to apply, one last question, sorry. To apply that one, I need to get approval notice or no?
No, receipt notice is good enough.
Without it.
Receipt notice is good enough.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 9549. 9549, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello?
Caller ending in 9549. Hello, ma'am.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, can you hear me?
Hi, ma'am. Yes, I can hear you. Please
go ahead,
ma'am. Calling.
Yeah. Thank you for taking my call, Andy.
Sure.
Actually, I have one question. I have EADs from both EB3 and EB2 categories, and I had advanced payroll. Yeah, I had advanced payroll with EAD as a combo card in the EB3 category, and I have only EAD in EB2 category, and my AB got declined in the EB2. So now both EADs got expired now. So with the current renewal, I am planning to use EAD from EB2. Because in EB2 my kids age locked out. So as I need to do EAD renewals for both categories, like I would like to know your suggestions in filing renewal AP. As AP was issued initially only in EB3 category, like I got a little bit confusion. If I use EAD from EB2, I have to use AP from EB3 category. So is it okay if I delay EB3 EAD and AP renewal application until I get EAD and AP as combo card in EB2 and then do renewals in EB3? Is this the good way?
So what you're telling is that you will let the EB3 advanced parole and EAD expire, and you will apply for the EAD and advanced parole from the EB2, and once that is approved, you intend to apply for a EB3 EAD extension. So can you apply for the extension of the EAD? Can you apply for the EAD? I would not say extension. Can you apply for the EAD after the EAD has expired in EB3? The answer is yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay then. Thank you.
So actually
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually my intention is I would like to renewal EB2 because my kid says locked out EB2.
I got the point, ma'am. I got the point. You go ahead, renew the EB2. Okay. Once that is approved, EAD and advanced parole, if you want to, then you can apply for the EB3 if you want to. Your choice seems to be right, and it can be achievable. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Okay. All right. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 4469. 4469, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hi. Yeah.
Hi, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Please
Okay, yeah. Hello, Rahul Garu. Yeah.
Hi.
So my question is that last year I used my 60-day grace period during my job loss of H1. So my question is that in future, can I still use my another 60 days?
Yes, you can. It's not one-time lifetime opportunity for you. You can do it every time you change from company A to company B to company C to company D, and so on and so forth. Every time you change the job, you can use the 60 days. It's not a lifetime, one-time 60 days for you.
All right. So irrespective of I-140 filed or not, even if I am still the H1 grade, like, I'm on the third year now, so I can still use my 60 days, right?
That's right. Even if since you have not completed the 6 years, can you make changes in the jobs in the first 6 years 20 times? And can you use the 60 days for every time? Yeah. Yes, you can.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, good. So the other thing is, my wife has GC, and she applied a dependent, EAD.
I-130.
I got my EAD and AP last week. Yeah, I got both EAD and AP. So since to answer the first question, even legally I am under adjustment of status, right? Even H1 is still going on. Both are valid, right?
It's like this. You're traveling in a train. You have a business class ticket and you have an economy class ticket. You have both tickets. Okay. Yeah. So since you have not used the EAD though, you still have H1B right now. Once you started using the EAD, then you're technically not on H1B.
All right. Okay. Good, that answer. Yeah. So I was just wondering if I lose it, if I lose the job again, should I be using another 60 days as a backup? Right. I'm having the EAD backup now. Still, I wanted to have the H1. So, but you're the first question answered. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. That helps. Yeah. Thank you.
I don't understand why these people are using the H1B. I cannot understand it. I don't know why they have to cling on the H1B when they have an EAD. Anyway, that's fine with me. I'll make money on it. We'll go to the next person.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 7700. 7700, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, sir. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you for calling us, sir. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, so my question is, my mother is in States on a B2 visitor visa. The I-94 expires in April. I have applied for B2 visa extension in February.
February, yeah. She can continue staying in the United States.
She continues here until her B2 visa extension is approved after I-94 expires, or?
That's right. So she can continue staying in United States after the I-94 expires if the B2 extension is pending. Up to a period when the extension is, if it's denied, then she has to leave. Or if, let's say, for example, until what time you requested the extension. Let's say you requested the extension from
requested the extension for another 6 months.
6 months. So she can stay up to October. She cannot stay beyond October. Okay, got it. Even if it's pending for that long time, she cannot stay in the country beyond October. Thank you.
Got it. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us. Okay, let's take our next caller. Next caller, please. Okay, caller number ending in 2834. 2834, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, sir. Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir. Thank you for calling us. Go ahead, sir, with your question.
Thank you. So currently, my employer is doing the recruitment thing for my PERM process, and I just got to know that there were many applicants, and they might not be able to go ahead with the PERM thing. They told me that they're gonna do the recruitment again after a few days, and I only have 2 years left before my 6-year limit kicks in. I just wanted to check, like, what suggestions you might have for me.
You may want to try to find some other companies to file a labor certification. You may want to move to some other companies that are located in some distant islands or something like that, or ice places, to probably get the labor certification approval, though. Okay? If the things are becoming tougher. So there are things like, but we have to document those things from the beginning when we file the prevailing wages itself. So we call it as special requirements, though. It always attracts a little bit more scrutiny when we do the special requirements provision, where the chances of labor certification approval under the current condition on which you are will improve more, but we need to do the documentation from the beginning, though. So either you can try to do it or try to find another company that can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
They also suggested EB2 NIW to me. I work at healthcare.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Analytics thing.
Absolutely, go ahead. And a lot of people, some people ask me a question, if I do EB2 NIW, if it fails, will it have any negative impact on the PERM labor certification? No, zero, zip. You can only gain by EB2 national interest waiver. You cannot lose by it. I mean, yes, there is some legal fees and filing fees. I suggest you strongly that if the lawyer has suggested you under the conditions that you may be eligible for NIW, close your eyes, go with your company lawyer, file the NIW. Okay?
Okay.
And do it in premium processing.
Okay. And I know that there are consulting companies that might be willing to start the
You can check.
process.
You can do that too.
Even.
You can do that too. That's consulting companies. You can do the PERM. You can try to do that. Nothing wrong with it.
So if something goes wrong with the other consulting companies' PERM filing, that would not have an impact on my full-time
It will not.
job.
It will not.
Right.
Let's say, for example, the PERM with the consulting company gets denied. Will it negatively affect your current company's PERM process? No. Zero. Zip.
Yes.
Will not. Will it have any impact on the national interest waiver? Zero. Zip. Will not. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us. Let's take our next caller. Next caller, please. Okay. 6560. Caller with number ending in 6560. We're ready for you now. Hello? Caller
Hello,
number
yes,
ending in
yes.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Hi, sir.
Hi,
Sir,
sir.
we can hear you,
Hi,
sir. Please
good
go
evening, madam.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Yeah.
Please go ahead with your questions.
Hello. Namaste, sir. Rahul, sir. Good evening.
Namaste.
My name is Krishna, sir. Recently, my EB1A is approved. I-1 party is approved, sir. But while approving that, I have earlier EB2 approval. The priority date is 2020, but 2020, that is February 2020, sir, EB2. But recent E1 approved with priority, they will send a notification, I-797 with priority date with 11/01/2023, sir.
So practically, what you're telling is that your priority date is not quoted properly. Is that right?
Yes, properly. Yes, sir.
So when you file for the EB1A application, you mentioned about the EB2 I-140 approval, is right?
Yes, in the document also, in the list of filing, we attached that I-797, which is approved EB2 priority.
Sounds
EB2
good. So,
notification also, sir.
and you said 2020, what date is your priority date current?
In the EB2, sir?
Yeah.
February. That is February 12, 2020.
I'm going to file the 485 for you. I'll file the 485 for you.
But
I will mention that the USC, yes, you can. There are many times that a situation like this occurs. We mention it. Did you file in premium processing this EB1A?
Yes, sir, in the premium process, sir.
You can request the premium processing people to correct the mistake that they've done it. At the same time, if I were you, I would file the 485 right now, telling that, hey, it's a USCIS error. My priority date should have been 2020, and the current priority date is March 2021, and then I'm going to file it right now.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I contact with you, like
sure.
personally?
You can drop an info at email at rnlawgroup.com or rahul@rnlawgroup.com. And if you want to proceed with us, we will file your 485 application. Now, having said that, there are sometimes we may get a rejection initially though, but what we normally do is that we tell them, do not reject this one in the mail room. Give it to the supervisor. Then, because the reason is that they see the priority date as 2023 and they will just reject it. So we make all provisions saying that don't reject in the mail room, give it to the supervisor before you reject. So they already know that there is something wrong with this application. It has to be paid more attention. Okay. And that's how we file these kind of cases. Okay then. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling us, sir. Okay. All right, let's take our next caller.
One of my legal assistant was trying to say, can I put a candy in there that if you find the proper priority date, here is a candy for the officer? I said, no, you can't. But he said he did one thing, though. He drawed a candy and he said to the officer that if you find the priority date is the correct priority date, this candy is for you. And I let him give a paper candy though.
All right. Okay, caller with number ending in 1987. 1987, we're ready for you now. 1987. Hello?
Hey, hi Nitya. Hey, hi Rahul. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, sir. Yes, we can hear you, sir. Thank you for calling us. Go ahead with your question, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening to both of you. So yeah, I have a question for Rahul. So Rahul, actually, I am on H1 from 2019. I came for my master's, and I do work through a consulting company. So from that time, like I have not been to India for my first time stamping, and I got to know through our channel, like I can go to Mexico or Canada for first time stamping. So the question is, currently I'm in a project, but I'm not sure if I'll be like, if this project will be there or I can be laid off. I mean, there are some signs going on. So I'm supposed to go to Mexico this month ending, but my extension, so I do have like only a visa till September. Like that's first initial 5 years I have got actually. Because in past I have done a couple of amendments. Because of that, I got a date till September 2024 this year. So my question is like, if I go for stamping in Mexico now, so will there be an issue like stating like you have just only 6 months left? So I mean, will there be a kind of denial in this case? Okay,
so your I-797 is expiring only in September of 2024, is what you're telling.
That's correct. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Typically that creates a problem, especially if you're going to India though. We have noticed that they will issue a 221G and then they will normally delay it so that it passes through September and then eventually they don't have to give you the visa though. Now we haven't seen the same thing in Mexico or in Canada. We haven't seen the same thing in Mexico and Canada. What I would suggest you though, with all these uncertainties in the projects and all those things, this is not the right time for you to go to stamping. Get a proper project, get an extension until 2027, okay? And then go. That is what my recommendation would be.
Okay. So Rahul, actually I'll be going like 6 years. The max out is in next October 2025 next year. So still, I mean, once I get my extension, then is it fine then? Still I can go?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But you also need to look into working on the labor and I-140 though. Instead of focusing on traveling to India though, you should focus on getting the labor and I-140 approval. That's my personal advice. That is my another follow-up question. That is my personal advice.
Yeah, Rahul, I mean, correct. Yeah. And actually I have a follow-up question on that. So I do have my PERM approved and I-140 is being filed by my employer. So it's been like 3 months, but there is no sign of a premium from my employer. So can I do like something on my end, or do I need to wait?
No, you can request your employer to do premium processing. You can request him that you will be paying the premium processing, but can you do the premium processing by yourself? No, you can't.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I can do that, Rahul. But yeah, I think then that was my couple of questions. And thanks again for helping me out, and thanks for
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us. All right, let's take our next caller. Caller with number ending in 3849. 3849, we're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 3849. We're ready for you. Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
We can hear you, sir.
Hi, Rahul, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Hi, Rahul, sir. Very good evening. Namaste. Thank you so much for your wonderful service to Indian community.
Thank you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead with your
Yes. So I have 2 questions. It's both are connected. So I'll just explain my scenario. So I'm on 11th year H1B visa. So the current one is valid till 2026 May. All visa H1B, H4, H4 EAD. So my current employer mentioned that my current project is going to end on April 12th. So April 12th will be my last paycheck. But they already mentioned me on February 12th. So February 12th they mentioned April 12th is going to be your last paycheck. So my question is, like when will my 60 days start? Is it on February 12th or starting from April 12th? Sir?
No, why don't you look into the pay stub that was given to you in January and look into the pay stub that was given to you in March? Is there a difference in the wording in there? Did they say it's a severance pay or something like that? Most probably not. If that's the case though, then it is actually April. That's when it starts, the 60 days starts. But if your paycheck is saying severance pay or something else, then it is February.
Okay, so severance. Okay, I'll just make a note.
Yeah. Okay.
And my second question, sir. So if ever, if I get new projects within the current employer, so I'll be done like H1B amendment in this case. So in that case, do I need to refile H4 and H4 EAD again because they're all valid for 2026 May?
No, sir, you don't have to.
So only H1B amendment will be done by company.
That's right. That's right. Now, if let's say you do the amendment plus extension, you get into 2027, your wife or your children needs to file H4, or in cases where the EADs are there, they need to file it before 2026. That's the only condition. So right now, there is no hurry to file the H4 and EAD. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So my children are citizens. So, and like coming back to my first question, sir. So if ever I don't find any severance keyword in my pay stub, do I need to interact with any internal immigration lawyers? Or
no, you don't need to. You don't. You're good. You're good. Then your 60 days starts from April. Okay.
April 12th, sir. Well, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's all my question. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us. Let's take our next caller.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller, please. Okay, caller with number ending in 6312. 6312, we ready for you now? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
sir.
sir. Rahul Garu, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah. So I have my GC EAD approved, sir. My priority date is in EB3 2014. My current employer wants me to work on H1B, so I'm still holding H1B. My question I have is, if I use EAD for any non-IT job, will that impact any of my employment?
No, it does not.
On H1B?
Does not.
So,
Let's say,
so my H1B will still be valid or it will be cancelled?
It still is there until the employer cancels it. It still is valid.
So it will be still valid, right?
Yeah, it will still be valid. Let's say you started using working in the Uber in the night, and in the daytime you're going and working with the company on H1B. You're still good. Absolutely not a problem unless the company revokes the H1B. We'll go to the next person.
Thank you.
Let's take our next caller. Caller with number ending in 8482. 8482, we ready for you now? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, sir. We can hear you, sir. Thank you for calling us. Go ahead, sir.
Actually, I have a question, Andy. So my spouse H4 and H4 EAD are expiring in December. So how soon I can get extension applied again?
That means I'm assuming that your H1B is expiring when? When is your H1B
So my
expiring?
H1, no, mine
told
is
me that
next year, July 22.
Okay. So your wife's is expiring in December of 2024, but yours is expiring in 2025. You can file the extension right now. You don't have to wait for the 6 months rule.
Okay. And also another thing is like, is there a fees change right now if I apply?
That's right. You're right. You're becoming smarter. The fees is going up on April 1st. Do it right now.
Oh, okay. Then it's, then it's. And also my H1B is expiring in July 2025. How soon I can ask my employer to apply for extension?
That part is January of 2025.
So it's like 6 months gap before expiry?
That's right.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it's 1 year before expiry. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
No. The only other way is that if there is any amendment though, amendment plus extension may be one of the other thing that you can use. But otherwise, you will have to wait until January. We'll go to the next person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Okay, call number 0807. 0807, we ready for you now? Hello?
In December of 2024, but yours is expired.
Caller with number ending in 0807. We ready for you? Hello?
James Bond 007.
Please press *6, Andy, to unmute your line. *6 to unmute your line. Caller with number ending in 0807. Okay, we'll come back to this caller. Let's take another caller, please. Okay, caller with number ending in 9786. 9786, we ready for you?
Yes.
Hello,
hi. Hi, Rahul, and hi, Nita. Hi. I got a question. Like, I applied for my PERM last year, September 2023. So my question is, as a part of my career progression, I'm trying to apply for a promotion in my department. So I'm just wondering, like, does it hinder any of my PERM application?
Depends on the lawyer, though. For example, if I am the lawyer, it will not. Now, if you are working for companies with the KLS FANG, I don't know if they've changed with Meta when they like Facebook, Google, all these top companies, though, it will not affect, though. But there are some companies that may say, especially the finance companies.
Just to give a quick insight.
Go ahead.
No, I work for an aerospace company.
Yeah, you have to check with your lawyer though on that though. You have to check with your lawyer or your
Because the thing
HR.
is, my job responsibilities, my job
I know,
responsibilities doesn't change.
Yeah, but still I will check with your immigration lawyer there. But if you work with fan companies though, then the answer is no, they don't, your thing will go through properly though. But the aerospace, I don't know that particular company, okay?
Okay, sounds great. No problem, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling us. Let's take our next caller. A caller with number ending in 9786. We're ready for you.
Hello, Rahul Garu. This is 0807. Sorry.
Oh, hello, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, sir.
James Bond, go ahead, sir.
Hello, Rahul Garu.
James Bond.
Hi. Sorry, sir. I don't know the code, so that's why I was waiting for the code to be announced. Sorry, sir. I was listening for your videos and comments from very long, from last few days, sir. Your suggestions were good, sir. Sir, my name is Rajendra Reddy. Sir, I am on J1 visa, sir. I have my visa till April 2025, sir. So
When
I
you
got
say,
2 years
when you
visa,
say,
J1.
do you have a 2 years home residency requirement for J1 visas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have a 2 years home expiry is there. So my professor told me that he will extend after my expiry also. 2000 in J1 I can extend till 5 years, no, sir. I have the option to extend till 5 years. So now I got 2 years, and my professor will extend another 3 years later after this expiry in 2025. So, sir, one thing. So I have 2 years home residency condition is on my visa. So for that, to waiver that one, I want to apply NORI, no obligation to return to India. So I want to apply now, sir, with a statement and affidavit with Washington, D.C. So is there any problem if I apply for stage 1 and stage 2? And I won't apply for stage 3 because I want to extend my J2, J1, sorry. I want to extend my J1. So I won't apply for this stage 3, sir.
You can do that. Absolutely. So, I don't see any problem with it.
So I will get my clearances from here and from India.
Washington,
USCI will know that no, sir. USCI will know that I have applied for any waiver from India. They will come to know if I am not applying for stage 3 because I will wait for.
They will not come to know.
Okay,
so you can apply for with Indian government right now, and once you get the extension, you can apply for the with the US government.
Yes, sir. So I will wait for stage 1 and stage 2 to be completed, and because I have 1 more year, I have to extend my J1. Sorry. Sure. So then I can apply for stage 3. And I can apply. I want to go for EB2 NIW first, sir. I want to apply. And later, after approval, I want to apply for EB1A, sir, for extraordinary ability. So I am qualifying for both this, sir.
You can do that.
Sir, wait until question, sir.
Wait until the extension comes in, then go for the E2. Okay? Okay then.
Yes, sir. So only because some of our universities attorney they told that no, when we went for attestation, they told that no, if you apply this process now, you start this process now, so the USSI will know that you have started
I got
the
point. I got the point. Yeah. No, you can do that. Next person, please.
Okay. Sir, one more question, sir. Sorry, sir, I have a home loan, sir, in India on my name and my mother's name. So when I'm applying for NORI, in the statement should have to mention that I have a home loan.
No, you don't have
education loan, sir.
You don't have to mention.
I don't have to worry about home loan.
Yeah. Okay then. Thank you.
Sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you for a lot, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Calling us, sir. Okay. Sure. Let's take our next call.
Thank you.
This caller, I would also suggest to him something called O visa is also available once he gets a waiver. He's only considering E2 and EB1. That's very good, but maybe his priority date still is not current though. Since he's eligible for EB1A based on his qualification, he will most probably be eligible for O visa too. You can consider that too.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Sir, is there anyone that they can contact in your office to see if...
Right now there is nothing because he has to still stick with the company, the organization which sponsored him though. He can't move to the O visa. He still needs to get the extension and then He's already planning to file a E-2 NIW, retain the priority date, and file a EB1. He's going in the right path. Right now, he doesn't need to do anything.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Thank you for that, sir. Let's take our next caller. Caller with number ending in 9284. 9284, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good.
Thank you for calling us, sir.
So
Go
my
ahead.
question is my wife and I both are on H1 visa, and I have an I-140 approved I-140 from my employer, but she doesn't yet. But the employer is ready to file for I-140 this year, but it's like not yet decided. So yeah, I want to get a opinion on what would be the best option, that we get an I-140 for her this year, or she can get converted to an H4 and get a EAD based on my I-140.
When is her 6th year expiring?
Well, she has just completed 2 years of her cap right now, so she has time.
Okay, so answer to my question is 4 years from now. So you can actually do both. Yeah. So you can do both the things. So people are getting confused in this one though. Can your wife move to the H4 EAD and then get an I-140 approval on the H4 EAD? The answer is yes. It's not either H4 EAD or the I-140 though. You can choose both the things if you want to.
Okay. So if she converts to H4,
EAD?
Can she continue working with her employer currently?
Because you file the H4 plus EAD. It's not going to be approved immediately. She can continue working on the H1B until the H4 EAD comes in. And once the H4 EAD comes in, she works on the H4 EAD. In the interim period of time, she can start working on the labor and I-140. And even she moves up to the H4 EAD, the company can still file the I-140 application.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. This helps, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Rahul garu. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, let's take our next caller.
Just in case if this guy hasn't followed us properly, you can rewind the tape and then listen to it again. You will get it. But yeah, we'll go to the next call.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Caller with number ending in 9054. 9054, we're ready for you now. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, sir?
Hello?
Hi, sir.
Hello, sir?
Sir, we can hear you, sir.
Are you able to
Go
hear
ahead with your question.
Oh, okay. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. Good evening. So I have, sir, my AOS is approved actually, adjustment of status. Both me and my wife has AOS like EAD and then advanced payroll till September 2024.
Wait. You said that your AOS is approved. Is that a correct statement? Yeah. AOS approved means you're a green card holder.
No, sorry. My not adjustment of status. Like I have an EAD actually. I'm sorry.
Okay.
EAD and then advanced payroll actually. I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. And then I came back from India with H1 and H4 because my employer is paying H1 for H1. I just came with on a H1. My H1 is expiring in August actually. So my employer is ready to file H1, H4 actually. But my recently attorney said, and I would like to do H4 EAD extension also. My attorney said, you cannot do H4 EAD since your AOS, that adjustment status EAD is valid till September actually.
Not right.
C9 category.
Wrong. That is C9. This is C26. You can file for the H4. Absolutely not a problem to file H4 plus EAD. Okay.
That's what, right? I don't know, but why? So we can file C26, right? Regardless of C9
is already approved. Absolutely, you can. You have done it hundreds of times. No problem.
100 times. Sir, is there any time gap I need to apply before 6 months or something like that? H4 EAD.
When is the H4 EAD expiring? Anyway?
H4 EAD expiring in August actually.
So it is within 6 months anyway, so you can file it.
Yeah, anyway, yes, we can file it. And one more thing, sir, but it will not, like, if they don't encourage, I can do once H4 is approved, I can do my own, sir, right?
Right.
There is no problem, right? I can do.
You don't have to wait until the H4 is approved. You can do when the H4 is pending also.
Oh, pending. Okay, got it, sir. Sir, one more thing is, I just, last question, sir. I just heard from other caller, when I'm on H1, I can work for employer, H1 employer, and with my AOS EAD, I can work for another job also. Is it two statements, sir?
Yes.
With AOS EAD. Oh, okay.
The answer is yes.
There is no issue if we. Okay, sir. When since I am in H1, when I will say I'll marry to advanced AOS, like adjustment of like advanced payroll. So do I need to go outside of US and then coming back with advanced payroll? Then only I move
no,
to.
Then also you did not. Then also you did not. Okay.
Okay.
Then also you did not.
I didn't get.
Even if you travel on advanced parole, you come back and you started working with this H1B company, you still are not married to the adjustment of status.
Oh, really,
okay?
Sir? So when I'll say, even though I came as with advanced payroll, still I'm eligible.
Sir, I'm sorry. Nitya, we have to go to the next caller. He's repeating the same question again 3 times. Sorry about that.
Sir, sorry, sir. This is, sir, I didn't get, sir,
Okay, let me repeat it. If you travel on advanced parole and you come back on advanced parole and you continue working with the H1B, you are not married to the adjustment of status. You have not still married to adjustment of status. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
We'll go to the next person.
Let's take our next caller. Okay.
When people are eager to get married to the EAD, they don't have to. They have to do something stupid too. Probably working for an Uber and stop working for the H1B company. Definitely though. So this is for adjustment of status dependents, guys, not for the main person. Main person need to work in the area.
All right, caller number ending in 8858. 8858, we ready for you now? Hello?
Yeah, hi, I'm Arvind here.
Hi, sir. Thank you for calling us, sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead with the question.
Hi, madam. Hi, Rahul Garu. I have only one question, like my parents' B visa got expired this 2023 March. Are they eligible to go for Dropbox in 2024?
I exactly don't know the timings of the Dropbox though. I think so they are. Within 4 years, they are eligible for. That's my understanding. Yeah. But I don't have that thing right in front of me.
Yeah, something, it came out from US travel dockside, like from 1st January 2024, there is some rule changed. And if your prior visa is in B visa, then you cannot go for Dropbox or something like that.
No. The prior visa is a B visa. You can definitely go for Dropbox. That's not true. With regards to the expiration, if it's more than 1 year, when did it expire in 2023 though?
March 25. Like
25 that
March
part
25.
I don't know if it's like 1 year eligibility or more than that. That part I don't know. I will try to tell it in the next week. Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us, sir. Okay, let's take our next caller. Okay. Number ending in 6787. 6787. Ready for you now? Hello?
Hello. Hi, Nitya and Rahul. Can you guys hear me?
Hi, sir. Yes, we can hear you, sir. Do you mind putting your TV on mute, sir?
Yeah, can you guys hear me clearly now? I think there was someone else who was speaking.
Thank you for calling us. Go ahead, sir, with the question.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So, hi, this is Gaurav. I have a few, like 2-3 questions. The first one, like I'm on H1B and my wife has H4 EAD. Now I'm in a process to change the job. So I just want to understand a couple of scenarios. So say for example, I'm in Austin and if I want to move to Chicago, but I still want to keep my family in Austin, then can they still stay here in Austin? Because I have my own home in Austin, so I don't want them to travel or move together.
They can. Absolutely, they can.
Okay. And the second question is like, if I choose like if I convince my employer to file my H-1B for Austin, and then I work remotely for a couple of weeks, and then couple of weeks I go to the office in Chicago, is that okay, or there will be an issue?
If you're working in Austin though, if you're filing an H-1B right now in Chicago, I would suggest you keep Austin option also. It comes free. You just have to list it though. Okay? Because if you have fear that you may be working in Austin, you may be violating the status.
Okay, so you basically need to capture two locations on your filing, whatever.
That's right. You're absolutely right on the point, okay?
Okay, and then last question is like, I may need to travel to India. So like, if my H-1B transfer is in process, then can I still travel, or there will be an issue? By coming back?
No, sir. I do not want you to travel. I do not want you to travel while the transfer process is going on. Get it over with. Do the premium processing and then travel.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Rahul. And yeah, thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Next person,
Thank you so much
please.
for calling. Next caller, please. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 2550. 2550, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Do the premium processing and then try.
Yeah, hi. Hello?
Hi, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
we can hear you, sir.
hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Rahul Garu. So my question is like I posted in the chat as well, like I came here on L1A with approved I-140
Prior to date October 2022, laid off, moved to another company, H-1B. Can you retain the EB-1A without leaving? If you go back to previous employer, can you file the adjustment of status? Yes, absolutely. If they are willing to, you can.
But I do not have to leave the US, right?
No, you don't have to. You're on H-1B right now. So if you already have an I-140 approval with the company A, you are working with company B on H-1B. Can you go back to company A and file the 485 application? The answer is yes, you can.
But if I leave the US, like I go to India and come back, then I lost my EB1, right?
If you leave USA and come back. No, if you leave in USA and you come back and you work, you go to the same employer, your EB-1A is still valid.
Oh, because my attorney is saying like if you leave the US and you come back, then EB1 is not eligible because it should be like previously working with some company or something like that.
But would you be working with which company when you go to India?
Company B. I mean, I just want to travel for a vacation. I mean, like if I leave the US for 2 months and come back.
Yeah, no. If you travel for 2 months, it's absolutely not. The I-140 is not going anywhere. You can still retain the I-140. You can still go back and work with the old company and still get the green card, sir. I was thinking maybe if you're traveling for a couple of years, then it's a different issue. If you go to India for a couple of years, it's a different issue.
Okay, then how long it is valid, my EB1? Like after 5 years, can I go back to company A and ask them to file 485 under EB1?
No, within 2 years.
Oh, only within 2 years. I mean, like if I don't leave the US until 5 years.
Still within 2 years.
What would the
2 years you have to go back to the company.
Oh, within 2 years. Okay. If after 3 years, it's not valid. That's what you mean?
That's right, sir. Okay then.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling us, sir. All right, folks. I know we have a lot of callers and a lot of questions on live chat as well, but unfortunately, we're all out of time today. Rahul Garu, thank you so much, Andy, for being on the show with us and for patiently answering everybody's questions. So we hope to see you back again next week. And to all our viewers as well, please call us, bring in your questions. We'll be here same time, same place next week as well to answer it. And until then, have a safe and great week. Bye.
Thank you.